That he is an author that just had a book that exploded, and then all of a sudden, I don't think he was a preacher before that. I have to look up his history. See if you get me one. Because as an author, he was fine, but you can tell he sees himself as a messenger of God almost.
But if ever someone rightly was seeking the advice of the pastors about what he should say, he was right in doing it, and saying that he didn't get any advice because that was shameful. And I hold Isaac Newton Ferris, as he likes to
Oh Lord, right.
I hold him and that committee that selected him totally responsible to not know the person that you are going to invite.
Well, I think that they know. I mean, because one thing we know in our tradition of the church, he would have been an abject thug. Really. And I think that when I heard him speak from the first time, I'm like, this man is really not a preacher in the traditional sense. But I also understand that preaching is not just about the delivery of the message, but he has a certain level of arrogance within what he do, that he just understands that he's the man up there.
And I don't want my lighter hue brothers and sisters that are part of the Too Much Too family to think I'm hard, because I'm going to tell you, Slager brought it, and the late Paul Coverdale one time spoke there. He wasn't the keynote, but he spoke.
But let me tell you this. Let me tell you, and Saxby Chambliss' message yesterday was a great message.
And so it's not because of his hue, it's because of his arrogance and the Pharisees to be ashamed of himself, to see that guy looking back at them, and they had no clue. They couldn't even look to give him any. He
was a fish out of water. Even his prayer today was. I think that you can say what you want to when you go through the kind of public review, and these folks say what you want. They showed up and had their message together. But there was no connection. There was nothing that you. With nobody. Let me just put it this way. Nobody's about to get up and throw up their pocketbook or run around the church.
And the folks that were throwing up amen, you know what?
They're like, amen, would you hurry up? No, they were really trying to rush him off of the stage. You had the young minister, although Warnock, I'm sure, is up in D.C. You had the young minister from Ebenezer who had really preached the thing. They could have just finished off with that, but I hear you loud and clear. All right, thank you. And by the way, Warren received a Bachelor of Arts degree from California Baptist University at Riverside, a Master's of Divinity degree from Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary in '79, and a Doctor of Ministry degree from Fuller Theological Seminary in Pasadena, California. So he's been preaching, a preacher, quote unquote, for some time. Let's go to Gideon online, please. What's up, Gideon?
Peace and blessings to you, my beloved warrior, soldier, brother, spiritual defender of truth. When we look at these issues today, goodwill, hope, faith, all these things are positive, and they help to uplift the human spirit and our condition.
But, now let's get to the but, because we know that's what you got to take on. Always this beautiful ambulatory, but it ain't as I have to always remind my colleagues on the council, all of the stuff that comes before the whereas really don't mean a whole lot. So when we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to let you, since you have given us your ambulatory statement, we're going to let you give us your whereases when we come back.
Amen.
All right, how about that?
Sounds like a blessing to me.
All right, when we come back, we have the Archbishop of Boogaloo Baptist Church, Brother Gideon, and also the combatant who will be in the squared circle this Friday. Get my rocky music. With Doug from Dunwoody. I've been watching Doug. He's been jogging past my house, and he's fit and trim. I watched Gideon. He was at the buffet. It's Muhammad Ali, Sonny Liston all over again. 448-922-703. We got to take a break. When we come back, we'll hear the whereases, since we done heard the whereases, and when you get to the closing part, now therefore. That's the action part. So when you hear all of the ambulatory stuff, let's get ready for therefore, because after that, that's what means something's supposed to happen. When we come back, we'll hear Gideon's therefore. We'll be back in a moment. This is News and Talk, 1380 WLK.
Wherever it breaks, whatever it takes. First, fair, accurate. And now,
Play some of
live with the 1380
Ward's prayer.
Good afternoon at 4:30. It's 29 degrees. I'm Brenda Bowden, WALK News. President Barack